Hello, my name is Ishaan Das-Basak. This is my major project for EECS 1021. So the problem I've come up with is whenever I go to Tate Mackenzie, the gym at York University, and I want to play basketball, preferably on the bigger nets that allow for 4-on-4 play. An issue I come across a lot, and an issue everyone comes across with, is that a lot of teams say that they're the next to get on, as we play in King of the Court style, where the winner stays on until they lose. Now the problem with this is there's only one team entering and one team exiting, as well as there's so many people that it's hard to keep track of who was actually next and who's just saying they're next. My solution is to use the knowledge I've obtained from this class, as well as high school and other video resources, to create a Java GUI application that allows teams to ticket in their position as the next team to actually get on the court. This is my join as a team button. What it does is it allows a team to put a name as well as how many players they have. The number of players do matter because it's going to be a 4-on-4 game. There we go. This is my join as a free agent button. It allows you to put your name as well as your size. Now, when we go to the add free agent button, all teams that need a fourth player will be given in a little pop-up like this, and then they'll be able to choose a player. We'll see on the little queue display that now they have 4 players. This is my report an emergency button. It's only used when a player gets seriously injured and we need to call 911. It's going to turn on a buzzer as well as flashing lights and change the queue list into saying, "Someone please call 911. Let me run it right now. Now let's talk about the update queue button. What it does is it removes the first place team, makes the second the first, the third the second, so on and so forth. Now if a team has less than 4 players by the time they need to come up, they're going to get switched with the next highest team that has 4 players. Let me press it once, and now red team is gone, and let me press it again, and now blue team got switched up, which is a warning, and if I press it again, Finally I have my exit button, which is used for whenever the session's over and you just need to exit. Now let me break down the code. Here I run my Arduino device, here I create a window, here I create all the text and buttons that I put on the window, and here are the different functions. This is the code for when I press one of my buttons on the screen. Now as you can see, there's a lot of if and else statements to make sure that certain misclick or wrong input doesn't get added and it doesn't break the code. Here's my add a free agent button. So here's the code for when there are no players needed, and then here's the code when there is a player needed. Now all this basically just creates the pop-up and lets me add the player to the team, and then it'll update every other thing as well as the Arduino. Here's my return an emergency button. It changes what's written on the OLED as well as turning on the buzzer and turning on the LEDs, which is in a different function. This is the update queue button. If a team has 4 players, their name gets wiped off the list. If they don't, they get swapped with the place under them. And then the place under them, if they have 4 players, they'll get wiped off the list too. This method here changed my background color to a more basketball colored orange and changed all my text to the color black. This is a method that every time a button is used that changes up the queue, it'll update it and display it on the OLED. And here's the code for making the LED flash when there's emergency.